Yeah, welcome to the Brown Boy Wonder Podcast. Reviews and reactions. Let's go. It's the Brown Boy Wonder. Hold it down, representing for the culture. Every episode brings you closer into the mind and the heart of a hustler, where the truth and the groove collide. Stay tuned in, come enjoy the ride. Keep it authentic like that, never hold back. It's the Brown Boy Wonder Podcast. The Brown Boy Wonder Podcast. Subscribe, share, and stay tuned in. The vibe's always on.
So, do you think Santa will like these red and green M&Ms?
I don't know. I never met the guy.
What?
He does exist.
They do exist. Oh.
Oh.
Santa?
Ho, 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 ho. Welcome to the third annual holiday rewatch edition of the Brown Boy Wonder podcast. In the spirit of this month, my guest and I are going to talk about 3 Christmas movies. The first one we're going to talk about is Santa Claus 3: The Escape Clause in 2006. Let me bring up my guests here. My first guest, he loves to get his tips to be frosted. It is Daniel. Daniel, how are you doing today?
Hey now.
Whoa. I love to get my what, who?
Well,
No, not a who. That's next time.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
Sorry.
Fantastic. My second guest. He is known to run around in the snow. It is Anthony. Anthony, how are you doing today?
Oh my goodness, what a thing to do. Yeah. Unlike Bernard, I'm happy to be here.
Oh yeah. Oh, absolutely. And my last guest, he is a part of Santa Claus 3: The Escape Clause. It is Skyler. Skyler, how are you doing today?
You actually managed to talk about a film on your podcast and get someone who was in the movie, and you're not even paying them this time. I think that's fucked up. I think you need to pay me the same thing you paid all the cameo people. This is bullshit.
I will do that. Don't worry. It will be coming in your way. Ho, 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 cash will coming to your way.
Oh,
Um,
the hoe train.
The whole train, yes. Of course, this movie is directed by Michael Lembeck. Of course, he made the other 2, I believe, and the remake of Snow Day, which is not great.
Oh. Wow.
Not great at all. But what do you guys think the budget for this one is?
Oh God. I don't
Well,
know.
they had to pay me. So, this at the same time, it feels like it's much more expensive, yet far cheaper than the last movie. How does that work? How does that make sense?
Yeah. A cheapness is definitely present. It has to be.
You guys thinking 5 million then?
Yes, we're thinking 5 million.
I'd say double it. This is a $10 million movie,
double-
and 5 million went to Martin Short, and 5 million went to Tim Allen.
Double it, give it
What?
to the next guy, and the next guy's Martin Short.
Well, the budget for this film is 12 million.
The other 2 million was for Alan Arkin. We forgot.
Oh yes,
Whoa.
yes. Domestically, it made 84 million, and then Titus
Jesus.
worldwide, it made 110 million.
That's a lot of money. No wonder they got a
This is like
TV
a-
show like 15 years later.
This is like a Blumhouse movie. It was made on pennies, so that no matter what, it was gonna make a huge profit.
Well, you can't
Guess
make
so.
a Blumhouse movie nowadays. We don't have the pennies anymore.
Oh, that's true. No pennies from heaven.
Well, what about the Rotten Tomato score, Daniel? Are you feeling 90?
No, probably not a 90. I don't think. Maybe like a 78,
Oh my god.
somewhere in there.
Okay.
Can I
feels
can I
about
field
right.
this?
Yeah, sure.
I'm pretty sure the Rotten Tomatoes score for this is like 13 or 11. It's like
Oh, it's
really
that
low.
low.
It's like
Hmm.
bad.
Well, it is. Critics gave it 17%, while the audience gave
Oh,
it
that's rough, buddy.
39%. It is our lowest rating rewatch we have done
No,
so
hang
far.
on. Hang
It's 'cause-
on. For Christmas,
For Christmas.
we watched Wolves at the Door, sir.
Yeah, that was like 8%, 5% year
No,
over
this is like
year.
0.
Oh, yeah, it was 0.
Skyler, were you in that one too?
I was not in Wolves at the Door. And that's because the script came across my desk and I passed. I said, no siree. This is not tastefully done.
Hmm.
Well,
There's no big CG Santa mouth fireplace.
Mm.
That was the selling point. Huh?
Mm. Well, I do usually have a question for you guys, but not this time. It's only for Skyler, since you were a part of this
Oh.
movie, man.
Yes,
Do you remember
sir.
anything from the set?
Man, I'm so glad you asked that. My answer, basically, the short answer is no.
Mm.
So when
Really?
you're on set, first I'll give this little prerequisite thing. Yeah, I was a background actor when I was a child, like from the age of 9 to about 13, 14. I was in various movies. This was one of them, and it's not hard to do. I was discovered like at a Target. Like this guy is so skeevy when you say it. This guy was like, "Hey, you got a good looking child there. Does he want to be in the motion pictures?"
Oh no.
But luckily, I nothing happened to me. I just ended up in this movie. So I guess that's something. Something happened to me. I ended up in the Santa Claus 3. But yeah. So I was in this, and being on a movie set, for those who haven't ever done it, it's just a lot of waiting around, just
Mm.
sitting around, and then occasionally you'll get shuffled in to a big room where they've got set dressing up, and someone will yell action, and as long as you don't fuck up either the small amount of direction you've been given or just draw zero attention to yourself, then you're fine. No one yells at you. And I was pretty good at that, I guess. And so,
Huh.
because it was mostly waiting around, and I was only in the scene at the end, which we'll get to in detail
Mhm.
later. But I was in one big set piece at the end. Most of the time, waiting around. What I remember from this set was, hey, playing Star Wars Battlefront 2 on my PSP while waiting around.
Wow. Yeah, that is that time. 2005. PSP was very hot back then.
I'm trying to remember where we filmed like the North Pole segment. If it was at a hockey rink or not, but I think I might be confusing that with a different film that I
Oh.
did.
That's fair.
The one that took place at a hockey rink.
Yeah, it was literally in a hockey rink. But I think, I don't know. I think this one might have been as well. If not, it was a warehouse. There was a lot of warehouses.
Okay. Well, that's kind of like destroying my imagination. I thought you guys were at the North Pole.
Well, that's the magic of movie making, baby.
Did Santa bring you the PSP?
Santa did not bring me the PSP because, as you'll remember, the Santa in the scene that I'm in is an evil Santa, and then
Mhm.
it's just Tim Allen, normal Tim
Well,
Allen.
but that's just in the movie. I meant like real Santa.
Oh
Real Tim Allen.
no, I think I bought it with money that I made being in movies.
Oh, big man bought his own PSP. Didn't get a Vita.
And one last little fun fact I'll say about being in this movie until it becomes pertinent to our actual conversation is like it's a Disney movie, obviously. So they, I don't know, I guess like to pretend to take care of kids. And so every kid in the scene got like a parting gift of like a little rubber bracelet that said Santa Claus 3 on it. And presumably I still have mine, but it is lost. I don't know. It's in a box somewhere.
Damn. Is it in the attic?
No. It's probably in the garage or in a storage unit.
Well, we will search it for you, man, because that is a memorabilia for you.
I
Yeah.
do have on my desk here. I have memorabilia from that other movie that I was in at the hockey rink, and I stole it. I wasn't supposed to take that one, but I did.
Thankfully, you did.
Yeah, thankfully.
It's like stealing the lightsaber. I like it.
Yeah, the hunt for Ben Solo. That's me.
Yes.
I'm Ben Solo. They're hunting for me because I stole it.
Oh no. Well, besides you, Skyler, there are other people on the cast here, and we'll have to talk about them.
Mm-hmm.
We got, of course, the returning Tim Allen as Santa Claus / Scott Calvin,
Oh yeah.
and we got a new cast member. We got Martin Short as Jack Frost. We got Elizabeth Mitchell as Mrs.
Sorry.
Were you expecting us to? Were we supposed to say
We're-
something?
we were supposed to give a standing O, but we didn't.
Okay.
We didn't jump in.
I didn't get
It's
the
okay.
script. I didn't know the set dressing or whatever.
Oh, it's okay. It's okay. I'll give it to you. We got Elizabeth Mitchell, of course, as the returning Elizabeth, as Mrs. Claus / Carol.
Yeah, she was on Lost.
Oh yeah, she was. Of course, we have our low-key Judge Reinhold as Neil Miller, the returning.
Yeah, Judge Reinhold. This is where the standing ovation comes in.
Yes.
Judge Reinhold.
Woohoo!
I'm holding mine off.
Um,
Let's see.
We got the returning Wendy Cruson as Laura Miller. She didn't really do much in this one.
What? She was a central plot point. What are you talking about?
That's true.
She saved the day.
Yeah. We'll get into it.
I-
We got.
She pulls a
we got-
Christopher Lloyd, if you know what I'm saying.
Ooh.
Oh, we'll get into it. We got Liliana Mooney, Mummy, as Lucy, of course, the daughter of Laura. And of course, my favorite part of this movie, Alan Arkin as Bud Newman.
Woo! Yeah.
Yes, Alan
You know-
Arkin.
You know what? I want to give a correction. I wasn't paying attention enough, and I thought you were talking about Lucy when I jumped in and said all that stuff. Yeah, you're right. Laura didn't do anything.
Yeah.
I apologize to you.
Oh, no, thank you. I am again, Brown Boy Claus. Ho
Mhm.
ho ho. Oh, we got the other person, Anne Margaret as Sylvia Newman. Of course, the in-law, and the future Brown Boy Wonder Hall of Famer Spencer Breslin as the returning Curtis.
Voting pending, right?
Voting
that has to
pending,
pass.
yes.
That has to pass the council.
Yes, of course. And of course, I have Aisha Tyler as Mother Nature. Peter Boyle, I think this was the last movie role as Father Time. When did he pass away?
Oh, potentially.
The second they yelled "cut,"
Well, he's a great actor. Of course, we have Michael Dorn as the Sandman, Jay Thomas as the Easter Bunny, Kevin Pollock as Cupid, Art LaFleur as Tooth Fairy.
may he rest
Charlie-
in peace.
Did he die?
That is true.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Dang, a lot of dead people in this cast. We got Charlie Stewart as Dr. Hismu. And we got, of course, the sister Abigail Breslin as Trish, returning.
Yeah, glorified
And-
cameo.
Yeah,
We've already gone far further down this list than I thought we were going to.
and of course Eric Lloyd. How can we forget Eric Lloyd as Charlie Calvin? And the rest, I don't really care as much.
All
Uh,
right.
All right, let's get into the plot here, guys. The movie starts off at the North Pole. Miss Claus is teaching the class, and Trish asks, "Why do you want to stay here and leave your old life?" Miss Claus was like, "Well," and then all of a sudden, she's having contractions. She's about to deliver her baby, but it didn't really happen.
Baby
Because they were
Claus is on the way.
Yes, absolutely. That didn't happen. So the baby didn't happen yet. But Scott is afraid that he'll be making his deliveries while she's making hers, and he tries to keep her happy. And we're getting this big place. We just mentioned the big fireplace of Tim Allen's face. So how do you guys like this one?
I don't like it's. I don't like that it goes ho 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 when it moves. I don't know. Why? Does anyone like this? I'm curious because it scares me.
Yeah, yeah, go ahead.
It's just one of those things that happened, and we just try to move on from it in our lives.
It's not a good look for Tim Allen here.
Worse than his mugshot.
Oh, his mugshot looks okay. He looked cool in that mugshot, real life.
Luigi
Oh,
looking ass.
Yeah. Was he cosplaying? I don't know.
Oh, bro, your beard has moved too high up.
Oh, excuse me. Oh.
It's growing over his face.
It was
Excuse
going to
me.
become eyebrows.
Excuse me. Well, it does work well in some cases. Miss Claus also admits that aside the elves, there's no one else that she can really talk to, and she misses that. Wanting her to feel more comfortable, Scott invites his in-laws Bud and Sylvia up to the North Pole, along his ex-wife, Laura, and her husband Neil, and her daughter Lucy to keep Miss Claus company. Do you think this is the right move for Santa Claus here to bring everyone to the North Pole?
the in-laws at the North Pole during Christmas. It's the busiest time of year for us.
That is true.
He's Santa, though. I don't know why. He's magic. He should be able to make this work.
I think when it comes to in-laws, it just brings a different dynamic. I don't know.
You're telling me you wouldn't be happy if your father-in-law was Alan Arkin? May he rest in peace.
Yeah,
No, hey, come on now. Don't say that.
Did he not die?
Alan Arkin is alive and well.
I think we need to fact check that.
I think he passed away.
Actually, fact check it. I'm doing a bit. I'm keeping him alive in my heart.
He's alive. Ho.
Sir, Anthony, I'm sorry you got to turn that heart off because he died.
I know he died. He died a couple years ago, but don't say that on this show.
June 29th, 2023.
Oh, no facts. No facts here.
He survived COVID just to give up the ghost on the other end.
Oh,
no.
Whoa.
While Curtis, who is now the head elf, because Bernard has quit, retired, or somewhat on vacation at this point.
No, he's on that show. Numbers. Remember Numbers?
Yes, I remember. Was it on TNT?
No, listen. If you want to know what happened to him, go watch ER. That tells you the true story of Bernard and what he was really up to. I won't spoil it here, but it's important.
Embezzling.
I thought it was because he left to be on Numbers.
Well, he does agree. Oh yeah, he points out the SOS, the secret of Santa. He does agree to help. Meanwhile, while I eat this beard here, Scott is summoned to a meeting of the Council of Legendary Figures, consisting of Mother Nature, Father Time, Easter Bunny, Cupid, the Tooth Fairy, and the Sandman. They show him a cardboard cutout of Jack Frost that reads Merry Frostmas as he himself arrives. So we get our first.
Here it is. I've been waiting for this all year.
This is our first introduction of Martin Short's Jack Frost. What do you guys think about this Iceman? 10
out of 10 design, ripped straight out of the comic books. Love to see him.
I mean, it is good to see him. We've gotten quite a few Quicksilvers in movies before, but definitely this one looks just like him. Martin Short, he's a very famous comedian. He's a very funny man. I find him funny in a lot of things.
He's funny.
I guess it makes sense to bring him into something like this. Is this what you like? I guess is like a foil to Tim Allen. Is that what you want? Like another comedian type?
So I was misinformed as a child because of one very specific movie where I thought Tim Allen and Martin Short were the comedy duo, not Steve Martin and Martin Short.
All right.
And that's because of the film Jungle to Jungle, which stars them both.
Yes, of course. The sequel to Jungle.
Yeah. Jungle 2. Jungle.
I always remember this Santa Claus 3. I never really watched it. Oh, by the way, this is my first time watching Santa Claus 3. But I always remember the ads of Santa Claus 3 because of Martin Short, Jack Frost. It was everywhere. Everywhere.
Did he scare you? Did he give you nightmares?
No, I always looked at his hair. I was like, man, that's pretty cool. That's a nice looking hair.
You don't think he looks like Bilbo Baggins in The Hobbit?
Oh, he does now. Okay. He does look like an hobbit. A cold hobbit.
He's like if you cast a cold spell on Bilbo Baggins.
Oh, Bilbo.
What a thing to do.
Well, Jack Frost is here for the third in the third movie of this franchise here.
This raises some questions for me.
Mhm.
Okay, so Jack Frost, he is a fantasy Christmas character, correct? This is from all of the lore. We know this. Yes.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
He is an employee of Santa.
No,
No,
He works
no.
because at one point he's like, okay, you work for Spencer Breslin now. You're gonna put the icicles up or whatever.
Oh, well, that's because he was put on probation by the Council of
Yeah.
Fairy Figures. Now, he brings the coldness, he brings the winter, much like Father Time is not in charge of a holiday, but in charge of time itself, which I think is very powerful of him.
So then does he work? If he does, okay. I'm trying to think of the hierarchy here. The hierarchy of power in the fantasy holiday universe.
It's about to change forever.
By this movie.
Yeah.
Oh,
He is below Santa.
Yes.
Santa in charge of one holiday. Jack
Yes.
Frost
Well-
in charge of potentially one entire season.
Yes.
But one season part of time. Season under Father Time? He works season dad?
And
I've
Mother
always
Nature,
assumed.
if you think of it that way.
I've always assumed that Father Time and Mother Nature were like the president and vice president of the whole thing. So,
And
I mean, here's the thing, because they're all part of a council and they all are in charge of something. And I think he has as much power, but he doesn't have as much to do. Like Santa has so much to do, so that's why he seems important versus like the rest of them. So he's like, I think he holds the same amount of voting power. He just wants to be on soda cans and like animated specials. I think he just wants that ego, but they all hold the same amount of like judicial power.
well, he must not have known yet how horny everyone was going to get for Jack Frost in a couple years. So I'll respect him on that one a little bit.
Yeah,
But
people-
his
just like-
existence.
did people
Just like
not
his
get horny
fans.
for the buff Santa Claus though? Like, is that
No,
did it not go the
People
other
get horny
way?
for a lot of things.
just like his fans, he came too early. Okay, that's just what happened.
Fair.
Whoa.
But also, his existence also presupposes the existence of like every other fantasy holiday creature. So like, is Frosty real in this world, or like John Toyota from Toyotathon?
That's good. I like that one.
That one,
That's
not
good.
Frosty, but the Toyota man. Yes.
Well, I do have a
Get
question.
on the council.
He's
Well,
just not
Jack
here today.
Skellington.
The Grim
Yeah.
Reaper. There's a Sandman.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he's not fighting Spider-Man right now. He's on the council to make people sleep.
Trying to save his
What a-
daughter.
Hercules.
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 Why Hercules? Explain
What do you
yourself.
mean Hercules?
What
George
holiday is
Washington and Lincoln have holidays.
It's not a holiday. Just he's a legendary figure.
That's not what this is not about legendary figures.
Yeah, I think it is.
When we changed Columbus Day to the better version, was that Columbus getting fired from the Council of Holiday Guys?
How come
Yeah.
Martin Luther King isn't invited to the council?
Well,
Honestly-
have you heard the news?
Oh.
You can't get
Sad
into the
news.
council, and you can't get into the national parks.
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah. He
Trump
had
is
a
going to be
dream.
on the council the next one. Yeah.
Oh no. Well, I do have a question. Do you guys like this version of Jack Frost or Michael Keaton's Jack Frost?
Well, he wasn't the biblical Jack Frost in charge of all the snow. He was a man who was cursed to be a snowman so he can get along with his son.
Yeah, he was Frosty the Snow Dad.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, besides Father Time and the others remaining him, that he hurls the season and not a holiday. Mother Nature accuses him of attempting to upstage Santa, as well as freezing a volcano in Hawaii, making it snow in the Amazon, and making it cold in Mexico. Oh, that rhymed. And sending the geese back up the north for winter. Does Mother Nature has enough evidence to accuse Jack Frost of all these counts?
Well, he's literally fucking with her department, so she has every
True.
right to call him out for all this.
Yeah.
The
That makes
bit where
sense.
she says you froze the Amazon did wake me up a little bit. I was like, for what reason? For who?
This should be good.
He has the power to stop the ice caps from melting,
And he's instead
Mm.
chosen.
and he's not doing it because he wants to
Well,
be Santa.
He
He's
won't
so
save the
silly.
ice caps. He won't talk to John Toyota. What an asshole.
Yeah, I agree.
Well, all the other legendary figures agree that a punishment needs to be invoked against him with the idea of suspension. He tries to death. He tries to explain to them his desire to be more than an opening act and more like a holiday figure because of his potential. Meanwhile, while Scott reminds Jack to let it go, Jack expresses jealousy over everything Santa gets, and all he gets are some cold chills. Soon enough, Scott brings up how hard it is actually to be him. He explains that the lack of toys for all the children and the in-laws, and him becoming a father to another child during an argument. All the legendary figures feel bad about the stress that Santa is under and have no idea. Cupid recommends the escape clause, which Santa declines as it's too extreme. When Jack asks what it is, Father Time tells him that he would know more about it if he attends to more of the meetings. Scott agrees to let Jack Frost not to be suspended, instead to be sentenced to community service with a warning to him. If he does anything wrong on his watch, he's gone. You guys think this is fair for Jack Frost?
Yeah, he's a dick.
I mean, now I'm just wondering why Mother Nature can't just do his job, right? Like, why does she? Why is she outsourcing it to him? Are we just putting up with him because he does exist and we don't know what to do with him?
He doesn't have any other marketable skills. Like, what's he going to do? Work at a ski lodge?
He could.
Just make
Right.
it snow all year round so they never have to shut down.
The Jack Frost Lodge. I like that.
This is where you get into like Toy Story scenarios of like what justifies the living of a toy. You know, like what toys are allowed to live and what toys aren't. Did he always exist, or was it the second someone said, you know, Jack Frost nipping at your nose? Did he just like appear and exist because I sing, therefore I am? Like what?
He showed up and he
creates
bit
these
somebody's
creatures?
nose.
Like, are we
Like the
are
penguin.
we this way because we will it? You know, are these characters in existence because we will it, or are they existing and creating the scenarios? We don't know. We don't know. So it's best to leave those questions unanswered. He exists. He's a dick. That's all we can say.
I would love to start the theory that he's just some freak goober that showed up in cosplay and pretended to be in charge of
Yeah.
the season, but he does have powers. Not only are they alluded to, but we do see them later.
He's just
True.
Canadian.
Yeah.
We do soon. Oh,
Can they
we'll
do
get
that?
into that.
That's
We'll-
just what
we'll get-
that's just what he's like up here. So okay, so do we think that like the Grinch would be real in this universe?
Well,
I would
he would
say-
be, but he's
Who's-
small, right?
Who's
He's
yeah?
not a
Wait,
snowflake.
is this a Christian merge situation?
Oh, yeah, are all the fictional yeah, we just don't see them all because we didn't see Jack Frost. Jack Frost wasn't in the last one. So
Yeah.
I think it's reasonable to believe that characters like the New Year's Baby and Uncle Sam could probably fit into this world, and Jack Skellington, but we just don't see them here. So
Uncle Sam's definitely not invited back to the council.
not anymore. No.
I want to imagine the New Year's Baby as the big show. The New Year's Baby.
No, that's good. I like that.
No.
You would.
Scott returns home to give gifts to his son. He gave him a snowboard. Pretty cool. Lucy said, Uncle Scott, I want to go to the North Pole, dude. The ex-wife is like, yeah, I can help Miss Claus. Scott was like, dude, no, man. What the hell? Neil said, "Let's pause a moment here and take a feelings inventory." Do you like this moment here?
Shanti.
Yeah, he was entering his Jinder Mahal here. After the moment, Scott said, "All right, Lucy, you can join in."
Little Lucky. Come on.
Jack Frost helps to disguise the North Pole as Canada for Bud and Sylvia's arrival. Scott manages to get them to Canada with the help of the Sandman. I don't like how they got him into the North Pole. It's kind of like kidnapped his in-laws. Is that the right thing to do?
No, it's not kidnapping because they had agreed to go.
True.
Well, but they didn't
Yeah.
agree to go where they went.
No, that's true.
So that's kidnapping.
There was false pretenses and technically drugging. We'll call it drugging.
A little bit.
Sure.
They're also
It's-
maybe the stupidest people in the world.
It's a good thing that Sandman is played by Michael Dorn
Yeah.
and not someone else.
Oh, Little Bill. However, I love that. I love Little Bill. When I was a kid, I loved Little Bill.
No,
It was
he's
a great
done.
show.
He's
But I
done.
can't watch it anymore. Yep.
Nope. It's over.
Not anymore. However, Jack, who still wants to have the power and influence of Santa, starts off by tricking Curtis into telling him what the escape clause is. Next, he starts to ask Carol, who is picking out a Christmas tree, if becoming Mrs. Claus is worth it, to which she agrees. During the convo, the family arrives, and so do the in-laws. Carol's happily to greet the family, but asks them not to tell her parents. They're at Santa's workshop. Bud and Sylvie wake from their sleep, convinced that they're in Canada, but they both had different versions of their journey. Have you guys been to Canada? And if so, is it like the North Pole?
Never been to Canada. But I have seen the film Scott Pilgrim, so I can only assume it's exactly like that.
Mm.
Oh, yeah, same. I get to agree. It's probably like that a lot.
Yeah, I know. Do you hate Canada?
Whoa.
I mean, yeah.
I over several years have considered the realistic possibility of moving to Canada.
Oh,
So
For real,
no,
for real?
not
Mm.
really, but like I've thought about it.
Yeah.
There's no reason that I can think of hate Canada, but I do have a message for all the Toronto Blue Jays fans out there. Better luck next time, losers.
Eh,
Also, put your milk in cartons. That's crazy.
where do they put their milk?
Bags.
The bag.
We've
So did
gone.
Skyler when he
bags.
was a kid because he
We've
was
gone
built
through
wrong.
this. Bag milk is a thing
In Canada?
in Canada and for some reason Southern California.
But what
They
if there's a
eat-
hole in the bag?
Yeah,
Then there's no
that.
milk in the bag.
that happens.
Is it in a brown bag or is it like a plastic bag?
Well, aha. That's a good question.
brown
And
boy bag.
it depends on if it's chocolate milk or not.
Oh, well, I won't be
It's
drinking
not a-
that.
It's not a paper bag, if that's what you're asking. It's not like a sopping wet paper bag that you gotta
Ugh.
hope for the best.
But does it taste good from the bag or?
It tastes like milk in a plastic bag.
Oh, jeez. Well, Carol goes to greet who are the parents who are happy to see each other again. Meanwhile, Jack decides he must take more drastic actions, so he goes around the North Pole and uses his powers to create technical problems. With some of the equipment, the shop flies into chaos and many gifts are destroyed. And Scott is faced with the possibility that there's not enough toys for the children in time for Christmas. Is this the worst situation for a Santa Claus?
No, you just skip a continent or two. Fine.
I mean, surely there's multiple countries that just don't do Christmas, right? It's
That's
not
true.
the only winter holiday. Where's
Well, I mean,
where's the
you-
Kwanzaa bot?
You'd be surprised because our Muslim friend is currently dressed as Santa Claus.
Right. Which
Oh,
is
That's a good point.
crazy, but it did happen. Is there a Santa Claus for like Ramadan or anything? Like not
Ramadan.
obviously a literal
No.
Santa Claus, but like a figure of some kind.
No figure.
There's not like the Ramadan reindeer or something.
No, we don't have those.
Do you
No,
want
nothing. No, you guys can have it. You can have
one? Oh, we can have the
Okay.
Ramadan reindeer.
it. They're expensive. But Jack talks to Curtis about the Hall of Snow Globes and discovers that Scott's can be used to activate the escape clause, the most powerful one of all. This one can help the current Santa escape from his job as Santa. If he holds his new snow globe and says, "I wish I had never become Santa at all," the escape clause is triggered and it can be returned to the point where it can become Santa and prevent the event from occurring. Scott takes a quick break to show Lucy the Hall of Snow Globes and gives her a magical one, and that shows her hugging a snowman, maybe Malcolm Keaton, which turns pink because her hugs are so filled with love and warmth. As they leave, Jack sneaks into there and steals Scott's, freezing Neil and Laura. They caught him and nearing doing the same to Lucy before choosing to put her in a storage closet instead. Have you guys big things are happening here? But have you guys owned a snow globe?
I thought you were gonna say, "Have you guys ever been put in a closet?" And my answer to that one is no. Have I ever owned a snow globe?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They can be really nice if you have the right one, like a really old
Well,
antique snow
like
globe.
like a magic one in this.
Kinda, yeah.
Okay.
But my other question is, have you guys been frozen before?
I have
Yeah, man.
Frozen 2.
Oh, Frozen 2, Into the Unknown.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
I realized. I realized the first Frozen came out like 2013, and the new one came out like what 2019. So the kids who watched the first Frozen, did they watch the second one?
What
I
do you
think
mean?
so. I think
But they're not
Frozen
kids
2 made a
anymore.
lot of money, didn't it?
People
I
only
did.
watch cartoons now. That's all there is.
Hmm. Well, that's good to know. After further attempts at sabotage, he manages to enrage Bud and Sylvia and gives Scott a gift as he talks about his frustrations. Not realizing that he has the snow globe, he is persuaded into altering the escape clause while opening his gift and taking out the snow globe. He and Jack are sent back in time to his front yard where 12 years earlier he caused Santa to fall off the roof, aka murder, and don his suit to become the new Santa.
Man,
Jack
we're
gets-
already almost done with this. We're in the third
Yeah.
act.
That's what I'm saying. This is like what was the other movie? Halloween Town. It just goes quick. It goes really really fast.
We
Yeah, I
did
mean-
skip like one of my favorite scenes in the movie where
Oh, yes.
they're
What
in
was
the delivery room. He's like showing them around and how everything's crappy. And then Alan Arkin's being like a real grump. Who I have to say, if Alan Arkin was not in this movie, I think I'd be dead. Like he
Oh.
really
Yeah.
saves it for me.
He does.
But when the lights go out and they come back on, and he's got the goggles on and the apron, he's got the hammer. I love that bit. So that's a really good gag in my opinion.
He's never phoned in a performance ever.
No, he plays it straight.
I feel like he plays himself in all movies.
Yeah.
Please.
This is the same.
Oh.
This is the same character that was in Argo.
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
And the Rocketeer and all sorts of stuff. So he's a wonderful man.
Because he was a mechanic in the Rocketeer, and then he had the
Mhm.
goggles here.
Yeah. Exactly.
We did skip like a lot. I just want to throw a couple of questions out there of like, why are the parent-in-laws so stupid, like that they are looking around and not questioning like almost anything.
Canada's weird.
I mean,
They're
are questioning
in a
it.
giant ice dome
Yeah. You never been in a dice dome
in a
before?
city that consists of like 10 buildings with no streets, and everyone is a child.
I mean, every time they ask a question, there's 3 people being like, "Oh, nonsense! You're silly for asking that." So I think I would
that's
just stop
because-
asking questions at a certain point.
But the questions they're asking are like, "That's a big oven," not like, "Where are the parents? What have you
That's
done?
another-
Why can't I
that's
see the
a-
sky?"
That's another good bit. When the fire starts and Alan Arkin shows up with the fire suppressant and he's spraying it down. Where did he get that? How did he already have that on his back? He was ready
He
to
found
go.
it. He found it. Yeah, he'll
Yeah.
always find it.
Alan Arkin, you might be in the Hall of Fame. You never know. We'll see. This Hall of Fame
You
is
need
might
to
be
watch
crazy.
Get
You
Smart.
need to cool it with the Hall of Fame. And you know what? As long as we're going back and talking about things, Spencer Breslin,
Mm.
I think he's played himself out of the Hall of Fame nomination here.
Oh,
I think-
wow.
Whoa.
I
Yeah.
don't. I think.
Yeah,
think
get him out of here. Yeah.
he's just on the borderline of he's just old enough to not be a cute fat little kid anymore. And he's still acting all goofy Disney, which of course it's a Disney kids movie, so what can you do? But it's just like, you
Yeah.
know what?
Is he
You're like,
outgrown?
Hall of Fame for sure. And I'm just like, I don't think it's so for sure. When there's
Listen.
other absolutes.
I agree to a point, but I don't think it's his fault. But you can tell, like this movie, you're like, yeah, he's not that little kid anymore. But like he has to come back to these movies. He's contractually obligated to be in these films. He can't not be in them. They'll
No, I'm
kill
not
him off like Bernard.
I'm not saying it's his fault, but like, you know, if you're
This
you're a
is a sign.
basketball player and you have enough shitty seasons, then it's just like, well, there goes you're not getting in next year, you know.
So what you're saying is his charm has faded away in this one.
Yeah. He's the Russell Wilson of the Santa Claus series.
Oh, for those football fans, that means a lot.
Sorry, if
We're
you're
just
not a football
really
fan,
missing
he won't
Bernard,
explain
you
it.
know? Bernard would have had this shit sorted so fast.
Yeah,
And where was
Bernard.
where's that bear from the first one that was directing traffic off screen? What's he doing?
Oh, I
Still
think
directing
he's
Traffic.
not here. Oh, he might be doing that. Well, Jack gets the suit before the past Scott even can come out of his house to repeat the events from the first film and puts it on to become Santa, knocking out the present Scott with a shovel to keep him from interfering in Jack's attempt to put on the suit. How do you guys like this twist here in this movie?
Is it a twist? It's been kind of laid out before us.
Oh, like you're talking about like traveling back in time?
All right, yeah. If the going back in time bit is a twist, then we're doing that classic thing where we have to revisit the first movie in the third movie.
But I feel like it brings all connected together. I don't know. I think some trilogies are like that.
You like it? You like it a lot?
I like to see young Scott Calvin in his underwear.
That's cool. Yeah.
Huh? I didn't really mind the idea of it so much. The execution was bad, obviously, but I like the idea of like sort of making Scott have to prove that he's a good person again, like without the powers of Santa Claus. This is absolute the Santa Claus, and we stripped him down to his absolute core.
I like that it's not absolute Santa Claus; it's absolute the Santa Claus.
Well, we gotta get the branding in there. It's important.
Yeah, of course.
sure, right. I mean, it's very similar. Ironically, both Disney films and both Tim Allen, where in the Toy Story films, they were always trying to find a way to get Buzz back to like the Buzz from the first film. Like you got the second Buzz in Toy Story 2, you've got Spanish Buzz. And in this series, it's like, how do we get him out of all the prosthetics and makeup? And so the first one was like a build. The second one was like, oh, he's losing his magic. He's gonna look like Tim Allen eventually. And in this one, we strip him of the title. He just looks like Tim Allen again. So it almost feels like either Tim Allen or the studio is like, we got to get him out of this fat suit.
Does he
Get him outta
become?
here.
Does he become normal Tim Allen in that bad TV show we won't watch?
Oh, I couldn't tell you.
No, I don't know.
Bar, did you know there was a TV show?
I've seen the ads when it came out. I didn't. I don't want to watch. I don't want to see that. Isn't Tim Allen like 75?
75. Who wants to put money on it? Who wants to say that's how old Tim Allen is?
He's got to be. I'm going to say that he is 1 year older than my father. He is 66 years of age.
Whoa.
Okay. Anthony, do you? Well, first of all, do you know for sure how old he is? Seems like something you might just know off the top of your head.
Thank you, but I'd say he's probably in his 70s. I don't know, probably in his 70s though.
You want to put a firm number on that?
70. We'll say 70.
Okay, 70. And Bro, you said 75.
Yeah.
And Daniel said 66. Is that what you said? That's
66.
Wrong. Yeah, in the 60s, you're wrong. He is in his 70s.
Oh,
He's 72.
Oh.
That's old.
Yeah. That is really
You
old.
should probably stop.
Also,
I
his
was only
birth
off by
name
6
is
years.
Timothy Allen Dick is his birth name.
No.
Yeah, 100%.
wait, like Alan's the middle name or Alan hyphen Dick?
There's no hyphen.
Tim Dick?
And you know what else is weird about it, right? So Tim Allen, like his stage name, Allen is spelled Allen, but his middle name is Alan. What's going on?
Oh. But no,
Oh.
he killed the real Tim Allen and put on his skin.
He pushed him off the roof. Pushed
The
him on
last
the
man
roof.
standing.
Put on his Luigi mustache. Took his cocaine wrap, and then
The true.
Oh,
last man
we're on to
standing
you.
for Daniel.
We're on to you, Tim Dick. Well, Scott is sent back to the present day where his non-Santa life is a disappointment as he has been the CEO of his old job for the last 12 years.
yeah, Tim Allen is when he's a good guy Santa Claus, and then when he's a bad guy in this universe, he's Tim Dick.
Ooh.
I like now this movie's getting a lot better.
It makes sense. There's layers to it.
Layers like because it's cold outside, you gotta put layers.
That's true. It is cold.
Well, he also even works on Christmas Eve. Excuse me. He drives over to Laura's house, who treats him very unhappily and explains that she and Neil got divorced. Oh man, low-key. Revealing that the new timeline has effects on the other people as well. Scott also learns that he and Carol were never married and that she moved away years ago because there were not enough local kids in town to terrorize something.
Without the love and magic of Christmas, Scott Calvin never stopped being an asshole.
No.
His son never stopped being an asshole. Remember in that first movie where he was like, "I hate my dad. I don't want to be here on Christmas."
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then the wife never stopped being an asshole. I don't know why Neil's an asshole now. That doesn't make any sense.
Well,
He's
he's one of these
divorced.
asshole people.
Yeah.
He's been jaded by all these fucking
Yeah. They took his sweater.
awfulness.
Well, Laura then gives Scott a magazine that shows that the North Pole billed as a theme park, which he recognizes as Jack's handiwork. This is not a good life for Scott here, but he flies their Viva commercial airliner. Oh, hold on, and is stunned at what he sees as the new Santa Jack has taken the commercialization of Christmas to the extreme by transforming the North Pole into an amusement park where wealthy parents can pay to have their kids put on the nice list.
Did you like the plane he was on?
That was a nice plane. I liked it. It It wasn't jet blue.
No, it had a big Santa painted on it. That's what I meant.
Oh yeah. It's good. It's good. It's good.
All right. He said part doesn't care.
No, I like to. I have to look back at it. I guess I didn't recognize it. Was there a big Santa? I'll
Dude.
check. I'll check. Don't worry. I'll check. I am Brown Boy Claus. Don't worry. In addition, Christmas is renamed Frostmas, and the elves are miserable, unlike the happy, productive workers they were with Scott in charge. And all the reindeers are confined into a petting zoo. That's really sad. Do you guys like this spirit of Christmas?
Like conceptually,
Yeah.
no. But this is the scene that I'm in.
So where were you? Were you at the bottom there, bottom left?
Okay, so
Bottom top?
there's two spots that that I'm in during the filming, and it's borderline impossible to see me, recognize me. There's one kid that I just found a screenshot of, which it's not going to help anyone listening, but I can post it for you guys. He never turns around. That could be me.
You?
Okay.
Yeah. I don't know for sure, though. I remember what I was wearing, but I do know that I was in this part where Tim Allen's walking in and looking around and looking all sad and horrified at what the North Pole has become. I am on the upper balcony, like, spot, just walking around with some people that are supposed to be my parents, I guess. And then the next part that I'm in is I'm sitting on the floor during, like, the stage show number.
Mm-hmm.
But it's like off to the side corner, a little closer to the back. I sent a picture earlier where I've circled the part where I'm sitting, and it's basically pitch black in that corner. I'm just like, yeah, I'm in there somewhere. But I did get to see the musical number be performed. But more importantly, there's a line that if you've seen this movie more than once, it's probably gonna live in your head rent free, just the way Tim Allen says it. And I got to see him say it many times.
Hey, that's a good memory, man. That's a memory you wanted to keep forever.
Thank you.
Did you send the picture? I didn't see it.
I posted one of them.
All I see is Alan Arkin drinking milk.
Where did I post
sorry.
that?
You posted it in hell. It's not here.
Where did I
Send it
post
to
it?
someone else.
I was just in here waiting.
I sent it to our friend Christian. I just sent it straight to
Oh
him.
my god.
And he said, "Did you send this to the wrong chat?"
Well,
And I'm saying, absolutely.
Yep.
Absolutely, I did.
Awesome.
So hold on.
We'll post a picture on the screen here as well, and after posts.
Yeah. If you're this kid and you can prove that you're not me, then yeah, leave a comment. I guess I don't know. I don't remember. It's 50-50.
There you go.
he is wearing your iconic like jacket, so it could be you.
That's my iconic jacket. Yeah, the jacket
Yeah.
and button up underneath combo.
Yeah.
There you go. Well, Scott eventually finds Neil and Lucy, although they weren't too happy to see him. And then Neil states that Charlie didn't want him to be his father, which caused his and Laura's divorce. Scott confronts Jackass for what he has been doing, and he claims that his vision of Christmas isn't what the holiday is all about. But then Jack reminds him that he was the only one who said, "I wish I never become Santa at all," and that he invoked the escape clause to begin with. Do you guys think Jack Frost is good to be Santa Claus?
What? Say that again?
Do you guys think Jack Frost is good to be a Santa Claus?
Look at how awful everything
Oh,
is.
he's
The
so
tacky
bad.
nightmare. All the elves want to kill themselves.
Yeah, he doesn't even want to
Every-
be Santa Claus. He
Every
doesn't deliver the
child in the
presents.
world is a spoiled piece of shit. No, this is horrible.
It's probably hell has frozen over at the North Pole.
Is the North Pole hell?
It looks
Yes.
like it right now at the
Yes.
moment. Yes.
Like I don't
It capitalist
mind
hell.
the idea of having like a Christmas themed theme park, but this is not a good one. Even like no one's happy to be there. He puts on a Broadway show where he
Yes.
sings not well. Like it's just it's all a mess. This ain't it.
And what happened to the secret of Santa? How come he's not in trouble for all this?
Did he
That's
also
true.
kill the rest of the council?
You think he did?
Jack Frost is not a
Oh.
good man
Yeah, he probably killed him. You're right.
with his frost tips.
Stabbed
Scott-
him with his head.
Scott convinces Lucy to sneak into the Hall of Snow Globes and bring Jack's to him. He interrupts the music performance by Jack. And do you guys like that performance of Jack Frost? His musical number? No.
Well, I can
No.
tell you that as a 12-year-old, right? We would have been around this time.
Yeah.
The amount of like director's assistants that would walk by and be like, he's singing North Pole, like that song New York, New York, you know? Do you get it? Ask your parents. It's just like, okay, dude. Come on. We're on the clock.
Damn. Lucy tosses him his snow globe, realizing Scott's plan.
What if it's
Jack
smashed?
then the movie would be over. Realizing Scott's plan, Jack mocks that Scott will never convince him to invoke the escape clause, but Scott plays a recording of him saying, "I wish I had never become Santa at all." When he said it to him earlier, Jack screams in fury as the escape clause is invoked again, and he and Scott are whisked back to the past again. Scott holds Jack down while his past self finds the suit and puts it on, just like in the original film, restoring events to way they were. Jack's alternative timeline is erased, and he is stripped out of Santa's powers, screaming in agony as things are restored to normal. How do you guys like this turn of events?
I want to rewind for just a second and talk about that bit where Tim Allen attacks Jack Frost Santa Claus on the
Yes.
stage. Starts beating him with a candy cane, and then some security cops run up, and he climbs on top of that gingerbread house, and he's like, "You want me? You're gonna have to come up here and get me." Then he falls through the thing. I do have the other information to confirm whether or not Tim Allen actually did that stunt.
Did he do it?
No.
Do you know that stunt double by personally?
Do I know him? Am I friends with him on Facebook? No.
Yeah.
I don't have a Facebook. So that's why. That's the only thing holding me back.
Well, Tim Allen's stunt double, if you're out there, come on to the Brown Boy Wonder podcast, please, and meet your co-star.
Don't do it. He won't pay you. He's not paying me.
Don't worry, I'll pay you, Skyler. Don't worry, I'll pay you $20. Don't worry.
If you actually pay me money, I'm gonna feel a little dirty.
Don't be dirty. I am Santa.
It's his famous catchphrase.
Returning to the real present, Scott. Oh, excuse me. There's some beard in my mouth. Excuse me there.
The line I was
Again.
referring to earlier was Rudolph's mama. That's the part I was referring to.
Oh, I see. Is that the line he said?
Yeah.
Yeah. What?
Now, who said that? Rudolph?
Oh, yes. Yeah.
Rudolph's mama?
That's a good line.
You lying?
We never see
Returning-
Rudolph in these movies, though, so I don't know what's up with that.
This is what.
We do see reindeer. We see that one when we see this whole place and how awful it is. We see those poor reindeer getting tortured and they're like screaming out in pain. So.
Yeah.
Again, this is why this movie is at 70% on Rotten Tomatoes. That's
Because
the
there's
reason.
no Rudolph.
There's no Rudolph. The red nose.
No Rudolph
reindeer.
Mama.
Big Mama. As I said, return to the real present. Scott reunites with Carol, even though no time has passed since he left, and as promised to make her life better, he then shows Bud and Sylvia the truth about his workshop, where despite Jack's sabotage, gifts are being manufactured and are ready on time for his deliveries. To his surprise, Charlie arrives and helps the elves out, as does the Council of Legendary Figures. Would you guys be mad or happy that your family member is Santa Claus?
I mean, I would be mad if I was put in the position like Charlie is in this movie, where he's Santa Claus and that somehow becomes my problem, and I have to have the Tooth Fairy give me a lift to the North Pole to help make presents for every kid in the world because they're behind on their quota. Like, that can't affect my life. I gotta live my own life. But other than that, no, it's fine. Like, he can do what he wants.
That's good. What about you, Daniel? I know you are close to the Santa Claus family.
Is that true?
Yeah, it was supposed to be a secret, but O'Brien Claus decided to give it away.
Abrar does not respect the secret of Santa.
Not at all. Not at all. It seems things are going perfectly until Curtis comes in with Lucy, who was locked in the closet, and both Neil and Laura are wheeled in, frozen solid. Jack is also dragged in by the, what do they call them? It says the elfers, but it's the police elves, right?
Yeah, do you recognize one of them?
That's you.
No.
No. Who is it?
What's his name?
Oh, is it that guy? It's not Willow. It's that other guy.
Willow.
Willow?
It's not Warwick Davis? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, is that him, right?
No,
Warwick Davis is not in the movie.
One of the little cop elves is Cameron Monaghan, Cal Kestis from the Star Wars game, or the Joker from the show, right? He was Joker.
Gotham Joker.
Joker.
He was in Tron Ares.
He was for some reason.
Yeah.
He died.
Damn.
In Tron Ares, not in real life.
Okay, good.
Let's get him on the show.
I'll get him.
Okay.
So Jack has been dragged by those guys, and he refuses to undo his spell on them. Not even Mother Nature can reverse the spell.
Why?
I don't know.
Because it doesn't work on legendary figures.
They say that you can't, but that's bad. There's no way that's. I mean, it's a rule that we established in the previous movie, so it's fine. They're keeping to their canon because Cupid said he would have shot himself in the ass and married someone. I get it, but I just think that's dangerous.
Mother Nature should have all the powers of nature, but she should have done that. That's all right.
This is why they can't stop the Toyota sales at Toyotathon.
Mm-hmm.
I also hate these, like, I don't even know if they're dummies or if they're just like people standing in place with like CG, whatever the fuck. But the frozen bodies, I hate them.
When they're rolling them in, it's definitely a practical thing. Later, it looks really bad, and that's because it's become CG. But I wonder, I mean, they might just be like mannequins.
I don't like them.
I don't like
pretty much anything that's in the rest of this movie. So
don't worry, it's almost done.
Sprinting to the finish line.
By unfreezing them, Jack would have to unfreeze himself. Oh, like Mr. Freeze. And so they would be.
Mr. Freeze did not unfreeze himself. That's not something he would do.
I know. So they could be frozen forever, leaving Jack smug at thinking he still won, since he may have lost the chance of being Santa.
But at least he killed two people.
He did. But he still has Neil and Laura as a consolation prize. When Scott asks for Mother Nature to help him out, she reminds him that the abilities of the legendary figure will not work on others. However, he has an idea. Scott tells Lucy to give Jack one of her heartwarming hugs, full of love and warmth. It changes him, melting his clothes and hair from icy to normal, and breaking the spell where around Neil and Laura. Do you guys like this normal version of Jack Frost?
No.
No.
God, no. His hair's terrible. He looks like
No.
either a sex offender or a youth pastor or both.
That's Martin Short.
He
But he
he
doesn't look
looks
like that normally.
He's Bilbo
He looks-
Baggins.
awful.
He just turns into Bilbo Baggins.
I don't think he looks like Bilbo Baggins. I think he looks like somebody I would not let near my kids.
Bilbo Baggins.
Don't let Bilbo Baggins do your kids. He's got to do that scary face he does in Fellowship.
Yeah, exactly. He's gonna tell his kids he's making dinner and then put the ring on his finger and leave. And then the kids
Yeah.
won't have dinner at all.
And then there'll be skeletons when he comes back.
Exactly.
Oh, jeez. Well, everyone, included the defrosted and reformed Jack, celebrates with a hug. Carol suddenly announces that her baby is coming. Luckily, Scott is there because he promised that he would be. She has a boy, and she names him Buddy, which is the long version of her father's name. And that's it for this series of Santa Claus. What would you guys give it on your letterbox review?
Oh man, I don't know. Let me check.
I have to check too. Hold on.
I did not log this on Letterboxd. While you guys are checking it, I will say I did not like this movie. I think I saw it in theaters. I'm pretty sure I did, and I didn't like it then. I don't like it now. I like Alan Arkin. I think he's a funny old man. But yeah, this would be very low. I somewhere around like a 2-star at the most. Nothing higher than that. Maybe 1.5. I don't think this is a particularly good movie, especially compared to the last two, which I thoroughly enjoy.
I gave this a 2.5 whenever I rated it like years ago. And I think that's just because it's a bad movie, objectively.
Yeah.
But I still find Tim Allen very charming and funny, and I find Martin Short charming the way he does line deliveries. I invented chill. We didn't talk
Good
about
line.
that.
It's true.
Didn't talk about the beans either.
The writing's really shit, but I'm in it, so I guess it gets a half a point bump or something. I don't know.
Half a point for Skyler. I agree with the Tim Allen stuff. though.
I'm not in a lot of movies, and most of them are bad.
That's okay. As you're a part of it, which is pretty cool.
Mhm.
I gave it a 3 stars, but after doing this, I
No,
might give
that's
it a
locked
2.
in stone. That's
No,
locked in stone.
I'm giving it 2 now. I'm like, there's not much memorable things to remember about this one, besides Alan Arkin and Martin Short. Other than that, everything was a mess. I do like the second one where the robot Santa was there, but this one, not a big fan. Daniel, what about you?
Yeah, I also didn't like this one. I don't think it's like terrible necessarily. I think it's still cute enough, but I don't know. It doesn't look good. It doesn't make sense, and it feels like it's kind of retreading a lot of the territory of the second one. So, nah, man. You need a number, like for sure.
Yeah,
I don't know. I
give
guess
us
2.
something. Yeah, 2 is about the same. It's not that bad, but it's like, is it rewatchable? I mean, we did a rewatch, but do we watch it again?
It's one of those things. I mean, there is a special grading curve when it comes to Christmas movies because a lot of them, there's a couple of classics for sure, but a lot of them are really fucking awful. So by the time that you're watching Christmas movies, I watched Santa Claus 1, and then it rolls into Santa Claus 2, and what am I going to do? Not watch the third one? I'm in it, abrar. So yeah, it ends up getting put on every year.
Makes sense. Well, I do have some trivia for this one. The film is the 6th Disney film to have outtakes.
Okay.
Oh, it's like, is that counting Pixar films?
Oh, I don't know actually. Well, it is the 6th film. It's the 6th Disney film, including Pixar. I don't know. And I do have another trivia fact, but it's in video form.
Oh God.
Oh no.
He got a cameo from David Krumholtz,
Oh
who's
my
not
God.
in the movie.
Go go see Supergirl coming out next year.
All right, when I hold on, let me don't look at the thumbnail, guys. Don't look at the thumbnail.
Okay, I'll
All right.
close my eyes and press play with my thoughts.
We'll press
Dear
one on
God.
in 3, 2.
There's no fucking chance.
In 3, 2, 1, go.
Hey guys, Spencer Breslin here. Thanks for reaching out. I hear you're doing some rewatches of some of the old DComs like You Wish and Santa Claus 3. So that's very cool. I'm trying to think of some fun facts. Let's see, I've been thinking for the past few minutes. Okay, so You Wish, at least. We can go with that one first. That was the second film I shot in New Zealand. The first was a movie about a talking koala called Ozzy. But yeah, You Wish was shot in New Zealand, and both of those films actually had a lot of crew overlap from the Lord of the Rings trilogy, which was also shot in New Zealand. Honestly, in the few years before we did our movie there. So that was pretty cool. In terms of Santa Claus 3, the second one we shot in Vancouver, but the third one we shot in Downey, California, at Downey Studios, which was a huge, massive complex of sound stages that were formerly hangars that they used to do a lot of aerospace and spacecraft building. I believe, someone might correct me if I'm wrong, I don't know, but I believe they did some work on some of the space shuttle stuff there, maybe some of the Apollo stuff, oh my God, in terms of building craft or rockets or something. Now. But you can look it up a long time ago. But yeah, those are some of the cool kind of weird facts that I guess no one would really know. But yeah, anyway, I hope your podcast achieves. Let's see. I hope you guys all achieve great success. And you take the podcast to new levels and new heights. And I wish you all the best of luck. Take care. Bye.
Can I just say that when I was saying earlier the Spencer Broslin's not getting in the Hall of Fame, you were rubbing your hands together. I could feel it. And
I don't think that's...
Oh, yeah.
He's clearly
in... And you know why? You know why this does not secure his place in the Hall of Fame? Sorry, Spencer. But you know why it doesn't? Because you clearly were my name's Abrar and my friend's Daniel, Skyler, Anthony, and he was just hey guys, I'm not reading all that. That's 100% what happened. Is that not?
Honestly, I respect that.
Yeah, kinda.
No, he's a busy man. I get it. Thank you, Spencer Breslin. Thank you.
Yes, thank you, Spencer Breslin, for that amazing video about fun facts about both You Wish and Santa Claus 3. Thank you, man. You are a great person. Daniel, you were about to say something?
He's not watching this. I'm just trying to figure out the choice of going out into your echoey ass hallway and recording it in front of the fuse box.
Well,
that's what cameos are shot. They're either shot walking your dog, or going to the bathroom,
or driving at 100 miles an hour.
I would rather all of those things.
Well, that's where cameos are filmed. That's how movies are made.
God, if he was taking a dump while he was recording it, that would have been then he absolutely would have made it into the Hall of Fame.
Absolutely.
What the hell is this? What are you doing?
Well, that was Curtis, of course, from Spencer. That's Spencer Breslin from as Curtis. Not as Curtis, but as himself. Yeah, that was Santa Claus 3 rewatch. There, the next rewatch we'll do is How the Grinch Stole Christmas 2000. And for that, Skyler, where can they find you?
You can find me at Blue Sky at Skyler 8-Bit, or at my very own podcast where we talk about less how I'm in movies than I did today. It's called Ready Set Replay. It's on Spotify and YouTube, and it has Daniel on it as well. Daniel, you can tell I'm taking over. This is my show now. You tell him where we can find you.
You can find me in that same place. You can find me Ready Set Replay on Spotify and YouTube, or you can find me on Twitter and Blue Sky at Daniel J. McGee.
Sounds great. And you guys kind of uploaded a new episode talking about Netflix and Warner Brothers. So everyone,
did we?
Tune in for that. And my message to Netflix, if you're listening to Netflix,
Don't do it.
Leave Warner Brothers alone.
Leave them alone. Leave Warner Brothers alone.
Leave them alone. This is my Britney, that video, whatever. Leave them alone. Don't buy them. Because, I don't want to see the Batman 2 on my phone. I don't want to do that. I want to see the big screen, IMAX 4K.
Okay,
That's
no,
not how
just
the
double checking. You
work.
do know you can get that on things other than your phone,
You
right?
could do that now.
No, I mean like when it comes out, like when it's not only on Netflix, but I want to see it on the big screen.
It's not
All
how
right.
that works.
He's misguided, but he's right. Don't do it.
Yeah,
Thank
fuck
you.
off Netflix.
What about you, Anthony? Where can they find you?
Oh, you can find me in a lot of places. You can find me at Anthony Lantern on pretty much all social media platforms. You can find me on YouTube, Anthony Reviews, where Anthony Reviews. As of this recording, recently I put out a very long video about the Batman Arkham figures from DC Direct and DC Collectibles. So if you like Batman, and I feel like if you listen to a Barrage podcast here, you probably like Batman. Check that out. I also have my own podcast. One is called The Grund, which I do with my friend Kirk Beatty, where we talk about movies and movie news. And we will also be talking about the Warner Brothers Discovery buyout, merger, potential things, and everything like that. And then I also have another podcast with my girlfriend Ray, who is sometimes on this show, called the Couples Collector Club, where we talk about comic books and action figures and things of that nature. So if you like either of those things, feel free to check that out.
Fantastic. And that Batman video is about 2 hours long. Is that your longest video?
It is definitely my longest video. It is feature length, 2 hours and 17 minutes. It is a doozy, but that's what happens when you cover figures from 2010 to 2016. There's a lot to go over.
I know.
That's a long time. Yes, and of course you can follow this podcast on where you're listening to Spotify, Apple, and YouTube. I'm on Instagram, TikTok at Brown Boy Wonders, and also I kind of started a thing. Anthony does his Grund podcast where he reads his emails. If you want to send me an email, send me too. Is that what was it again? Yeah, Brown Boy Wonder at gmail.com. I think that's what it is. Maybe it's the Brown Boy Wonder. I'll check. Don't worry. I'll put it in the description below. Until then, we will see you at the next holiday.